Hello everyone, I'm Vaishnavi from grade 11 Lake Montfort School, Bangalore, and today I'm here to teach you a topic on computer, that is list manipulation. So let's start. So in this chapter today we'll be learning three topics, mainly creating and accessing a list, list operators, and list functions and methods. So let's first see creating and accessing a list. Creating and accessing lists. So in this there are three types: empty list, long list, and nested list. So in empty list there are no values to it, or the value is 0. So to represent this we write it as L is equal to list with parenthesis and nothing in it. Second one is long list. It contains many values. It contains more than 2. It can be 10, 20, and even more. So this is represented as any variable you can use, like ABC is equal to, in square brackets you can give the values with commas in between. Next is nested list. So in this nested list, it's a list that has another list inside it. Like as you see in the below example, L1 is equal to, in square brackets, 1 comma 2, again in another bracket is given 3 comma 4, and then comma 5. So that's called nested list. So in one list there is another small bit of nested list. So next is the examples for creating list from existing sequence. So let's see the example 1. Example 1 says that list 1 is equal, L1 is equal to list hello. So they are asking to print this hello in list. So it will print it in this form, as you see over here. So example 2. L1 is equal to list input enter list to be added. Enter list elements. So you have to add the elements whatever you want to add. So over here, for example, we have taken 2, 3, 4, 5. So when this gets executed, it shows the output as this 2, 3, 4, 5 with quotes with it. Next is accessing list. List can be accessed using forward and backward indexing. So what is this forward and backward indexing? Looking at this picture, let me explain. So we have given list 1 as A, E, I, O, U, which is nothing but the vowels. So now we need to number each and every letter with a particular number. So in forward indexing, we started with 0, as you see in this picture. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And for backward indexing, you start from -1 and from the end to first you come. So as you see over here, -1, -2, -3, and -4. So now what is this length? Length is just nothing but it measures the number of items in the list. So over here in this A, E, I, O, U. So when you count it, there are 5 letters, 5 characters in it. So that's called length. Indexing and slicing. Indexing is nothing but the way we did just now, forward and backward indexing. And slicing is nothing but splitting the item into small units. Membership operator, in and not in. So let's take an example over here. So as we have this example A, E, I, O, U. So let me give an example. Suppose taking this list A, E, I, O, U, I say that A is in the list. So as we see, A is there. So the statement is true. If I say B is in the list, then B is not there. So it becomes false. So we have to say B not in the list. So yeah. Next now is list operators. So in list operators, there are three. First is joining list. Second is repeating or replicating list. Third is slicing the list. First one, joining list. Joining list is nothing but adding two different lists. But in computer terms, we don't say adding. We say concatenation. So that concatenation symbol is this. So now list 1 is equal to 135 and list 2 is equal to 246. Now we are putting the concatenation sign between list 1 and list 2. So what we get is 135246. That's the output which we get when you do the concatenation. Next is repeating or replicating list. This is nothing but multiplying. But in computer terms, we don't use the word multiplying. We say repeating or replicating. And the symbol for this is used as asterisk or the star. So over here, as you see, it's given list 1. List 1 is nothing but this 135 list itself. So using the replicating symbol, you put 3 beside it. You can put any number. So for example, I've taken 3. That means this whole list is repeated 3 times. That's why we say over here 3 times repeating. 135, 135 and 135. Next one is slicing the list. As we learned earlier, slicing means cutting the item into bits. It can be in a single bit or in group of bits. So let's see this example. So list is given as these many items in it. So SEQ is equal to LST 3 is to minus 3. So using the forward indexing and backward indexing, we'll number it and then we'll get the output. So let's do it. So over here it becomes always forward indexing starts from 0 and backward starts from minus 1. So as we go over here, 5, 6, 7, 8. And over here, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, minus 6, and so on until last. So over here, whenever you do these kind of sums or whenever you run some program, always the upper limit should be subtracted with minus 1. Then only you will get the actual output. So over here, the first value, the lower limit says that it is 3. So 3 is nothing but 20. And minus 3 from here is like minus 3 minus 1. So it's minus 4. So minus 4 value over here is 24. That's how we got 20, 22, 24 as the answer. Now using the same list, we are going to find out another use another example. So over here, as you see, is SEQ1. So 1 over here is this one. So like they're taking this output as the actual list right now. And now let's number this as 0, 1 and 2. So over here 1 is nothing but 22. So they're trying to replace that 22 with 28. And when they get run the program, they get the output as this. So it got 22 got replaced with 28. Thank you. Hope all of you understood this topic. And I'll be doing part 2 for this as there are a few more topics left for doing this, completing this chapter. And if there are any doubts, please do let me know. Thank you.